that was the secondaries. Now we're seeing the Crag Ditto. I'm here for this. I'm here for the shenanigans, and I'm also here for the fact that Penguin does not give a damn and is just like, no, I'm gonna play abs and win. Whatever, guys.
Yep.
You guys can go play your little secondaries or whatever. I'm just gonna go win the tournament. So game 1, Merchant Port of Losers Finals. I like the fact that we're also seeing the limited edition Crag.
Oh, this is so confusing. Okay, so Soulrifle is the champion Crag, the glowing.
Correct.
Okay, yeah.
And MSB is Grey Crag.
Mm-hmm. No, the other Grey Crag. No, the other Grey Crag.
The other Grey Crag. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, and I'm thinking what you're thinking, then which one is the Grey Crag?
Yeah, actually a brilliant play by Soulrifle trying to bait MSB into STing by playing a similar color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you gotta watch that in this Ditto, man.
Did he break the pillar with the pillar?
He broke the pillar with his own pillar, yes.
That's okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, like the spacing on that can be kind of tough because it's easy to break it and then just catch him with your own pillar, right?
Right,
so,
you have to
great ledge dash. Yeah, it's tighter spacing than it looks. It feels so funny calling anything that Crag does tight spacing, but hey, come on, man, it is.
That's a finesse character if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah. Okay, he tried to parry it, got the tech instead. Soulrifle, that is.
Hey, live to fight another percent.
Yeah, so this is if you Ditto somebody in this matchup, maybe you'll be able to outplay him if you can just, like, you know, out APM them. I don't see this happening for Soulrifle here. So then you gotta out-knowledge him, and that's not happening against MSB.
Look at this. Look at this. The down tilts.
Oh, we've got a game plan. Oh, the whip punish! Yo! Ah, yeah. Thank you, MSB.
Put us out of our memory. Listen, I don't know if there's a more fun Ditto than the Crag Ditto.
It's so good. It's so good.
And just watching MSB really just, like, I just imagine MSB, like, seeing that character selection, and you see it in movies all the time where, like, the hacker comes in and he leans back and he cracks his knuckles and he goes, I got this. I'll get in no time. And it's just MSB 3-stocking the Crag Ditto.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Like, the Crag Ditto revolves around, like, having a better understanding of how Pillar and Rock and stuff work than your opponent. Mm-hmm. You think you can do that to MSB? No way, man.
No, sir.
So, the forward three coming back.
Yeah, Soulrifle does not think so either. So, just to try to get a shot at Penguin, you're going to switch back to the forward there. Completely agree.
After throwing away game 1, yeeting it directly into the trash.
Launching it into the sun. Which I can definitely respect it. You know what? Just say, I don't need game 1. I'll take game 2 and then go from there.
MSB, though, incredible at maintaining stage control in this matchup. So, and I mean, I think that's the one big weakness that Forz has, is once Forz loses stage control, it can be very, very hard for him to bring it back. It's like, yeah, maybe you won't be fast enough to fully punish the recovery enough to, like, maybe up smash it to kill it right now. But you can just throw a rock at it and reset the situation and just keep hitting him until he dies.
Yeah, you're probably not getting it back, especially against MSB.
Oh, the break cancel! I didn't know about that one! Oh, we're learning things every time. Every time we watch MSB. So you start.
Oh, okay.
The break cancel there is you start down B in the air, you land, and you still get the aerial down B hitbox.
Makes
Very
sense.
tricky.
The math does check
out. Does not
out.
actually seem particularly useful, but it's cool all the same.
I don't know, there's certain characters have to recover super low down there, so like Claren, Forz, maybe a little bit of Sarah as well.
To me, the big problem is that... Yeah, to me, the big problem is that the aerial down B itself is frame 23 hitbox, I believe, something like that, so...
Who's counting?
You beat it by simply being fast. Oh, that was the real one. Yeah, I got mixed up. You got me. Good job.
Ugh.
Okay, the ledge dash gets caught by the down tilt combust. Good stuff from Soulrifle there. Solid lead here for MSB, but nothing unsurmountable.
Great roll there.
Yeah, break
so
cancel fair might have
scary.
hit there, but probably wouldn't have killed.
Use up all the resources. Where are you going? And to the blast zone.
Yeah, and that's the patience there, right? Because MSB recognizes that even if he had, like, say, ran too far forward to catch a different angle, he's always going to be able to hit it with something.
Yeah, look at Soulrifle DIing out for his life because you just have MSB lurking on those side plats going, I'm going to F-tilt you, and then you're going to die.
Yep, and that time, instead of running forward, he takes the down B into the up smash. Like, this is just textbook clinical.
That's the word that comes to mind. Okay. Oh, just a brief sign of life there. Doesn't get an actual full string out of it.
When is the last time Soulrifle had anything resembling stage control? I do not remember.
Last set.
Yeah, right? Okay, yeah, looking for pillar down smash. That's the I want this game to be over.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done fooling around. I'm done fooling around. That's what's so crazy, and you talked about it during the game as well, the patience of MSB. That was, like, we've seen 3 stocks from MSB. We've seen 3 stocks from Soulrifle today, but, like, that was just a slow, just suffocation for over 3 minutes of just, I am going to beat you into an unrecognizable pulp. And on the other side of this Force Burn is a Maple now instead for Spirit Tree. So let's see if the third time's a charm and the third character is a charm here, because we're going to need a huge swing of momentum here after these last 4 games.
Yeah, I support this counter picking theory. I think this is a really rough matchup. I think Craig generally does pretty poorly against the lightweights. That's a problem, you know? Like, you get hit and then you die. And, you know, maybe some stuff happened in between, but you probably couldn't do anything about it. There's definitely something he could have done there. I don't know what it was.
You got me.
Yeah.
That's a rival's
catching his text, but again. Yeah, and so this is Craig can take advantage of Maple being a fast faller, right? That is the big thing that I think gives Craig a chance here. But man, Soulrifle's just not getting hit. Yeah,
I mean, once again, Jackie Peanuts would be amazing insight if you don't get hit. Okay, fair string here. 81 though. It does go for the second fair. Instead opts for the rock pull. Smart in context.
Yeah. He didn't need to do that. He wanted to land on the stage.
Everything MSB does has a purpose.
He's drifting too far away for rock up air to be a thing.
Yeah, and now Soulrifle's a flag. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to see you never.
He did kind of just decide not to interact for a while and kind of just gave a free stock to MSB.
I liked it. He should
just to take it right back. Just to take it right back. Okay. Yeah, the other thing that we haven't even seen yet that makes it so tough is that Maple always has the threat of dare onto the pillar.
Okay,
also now the threat of ups. Well, probably not at this percent, but yeah, it breaks the pillar. It's a little too slow, and yeah, MSB does refresh the pillar with that little speed boost there. And get a nice little speed boost.
And there goes Soulrifle. It's just like, nope,
just gotta camp this out. But all of this camping out has given MSB a way back into this game.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, how did, like, it was a 7-second stock or something to start this game, and then Soulrifle was like, yeah, I'm not going to rush you down anymore. I'll let you just chip away. Yeah, jab 1-2 up smash, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a big ol' regret if, if this does not actually work out in Soulrifle's favor. I feel like it's still going to, just because of how the percents are laid out and just how the stage kind of forces you to interact eventually, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. If anyone could do it, it's MSB, but I think Soulrifle probably got this one in the bag.
Oh, heads up here, though.
Lily's such a pain right there.
And the dash attack actually breaking the rock there, because I think that's why MSB was, you know, fine standing under it. He knew he could attack the rock in a weird situation, but... Okay, there it is. Yeah. too big
one
of a
of the
lead.
things,
Soulrifle able to hold
just
on.
felt like it was an eventuality at that point. So, I mean, it's nice to see that kind of come around there. And from one of the smallest stages to exactly what I expected. Over to Fire Capital, MSB is like, all right, cool. You want to play the waiting game? I will play the waiting game.
Yeah. Like a big reason why that 0 to death happens is just that there aren't any options to DI on Spirit Tree after a certain point, right? So,
right.
Yeah, MSB is like, all right, you want to do that same exact kind of string? I'm gonna live this time.
And anytime I see Fire Capital, you got to shout out Menace 13 real quick.
Absolutely.
The man, the myth, the timeout legend.
Yeah, if they're gonna give you the space, use it.
Yeah.
You can't time somebody out unless they help you.
I like that.
A timeout is a two-person event. Yeah, good use of the double jump there. Ooh, always scary when he pulls the pillar like that, and he is going to pay for it.
Great.
I recognize that you have to employ kind of a weird mix-up there, but it looked like he blew his last resource a little too early, if you ask me.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I don't know if you had to go all the way out there.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I just didn't get high enough for the second side B. Yep, and that's the I messed up taunt.
Mm-hmm. That's the salty you didn't beat me, I let you win taunt. Or at least that's what it is when I do it.
Yeah, no, that's a fair read.
All right, it gets a second to pull
Yeah.
and Soulrifle's already there on top of him with an air. Great positioning.
I love the way MSB is waiting after some of these hits when he's getting the DI in, because like if he just mashes that jab off that dash attack, he's probably going to whiff jab 1-2. But by waiting, he's able to connect, and we also saw him connect in the last game on Spirit Tree. We saw him connect to jab 1-2 up smash in a similar spot.
Well, the other big one too is just the
really
natural
important.
extensions from it as well. Because like if you do jab 1, 2, 3 there, you just knock them off the stage. But you're doing jab 1 F tilt, jab 1 down tilt, and just these longer extensions and better combos. And considering how much Soulrifle is playing the keep away game here, I'd rather have the ability to just get those a couple extra percents in, especially in situations like this where now you have them off stage and it's an even game.
Yep, the jump cancel for jab 2, like Crag's early percent game really revolves around his dash attack and his jabs, right? Because there's just so many different places that you can take that tree with all those cancels.
Right.
Dash attack canceled into jab 1-2, jump canceled into nair, etc., etc., etc.
Ooh, really could have done a little bit of a harder punish there after parrying Lily, but still at a really great spot. There it is. Yep. And here we are. You know, I like the counter pick here. Soulrifle's played it really well against MSB, but we'll see what we can go kind of out of here. Like how in the background Steven's teaching us about Crag, and I'm just like, oh, the things
Yeah,
that I learned.
I never used that jump cancel of smash thing.
That's why we went quiet for a second. We were just like, oh, SBS is taking us to school real quick. We'll be right back.
Well, here's the thing: is it's possible that I've done it. I didn't do it on purpose.
That's the worst feeling. Where you're just like, oh yeah, that thing I've done on accident. All right.
Okay, yeah,
big
the forward
air
back
there.
to the block. That's really good. Like, Maple back here doesn't look like the kind of hitbox that should just beat that. Yeah, following up. And that was really smart by MSB to roll as far as he could into the center of the stage, but not as smart to DI straight into the blast zone.
Yeah,
I find the game with the Maple.
I get it, though, because, like, if from that position you assume that Soulrifle's going to be going for the up strong afterwards, so, like, all right, I'll DI out in this direction, and Soulrifle's like, but what if I don't, though?
Yep. And I like that idea because if Crag is offstage low, that's much harder for him to recover than from being offstage and high, right? So many more options the higher you're falling from. But we've got a game 5 in this set all of a sudden, and it's Soulrifle's old man, the Maple, doing all the work here. MSB going to his, I think, the comfort pick to end all comfort picks for him in Frozen Fortress.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This is something where you're just like, yeah, like, look at this just general movement just with Rock around the stage here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and we talked a little bit about this stage being so good for Craig. One thing that didn't come up is that Craig also really enjoys like kind of hiding under that center platform on the stage, and I think we might see a little bit of that too, especially if this advantage state for MSB ever ends. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, but I mean, talk about rocking a hard place here. I mean, you're stuck on the plat there. You've got Lillian all the way behind Soulrifle. It's just tough.
That said, Soulrifle has given MSB a couple of parryable lilies here, and MSB has done a great job of converting that into either just kind of like escaping disadvantage, or in this case, he turned that into a stock.
I love watching other characters get their hits off on downstarting on rock. I'm always curious what they're going to see to do with it.
Yeah, and that's something where you got to know your angles, right? It's like every hitbox has a different rock shard angle, and it is not necessarily intuitive. So, yeah, really on both sides of this matchup, you got to know that.
We'll press the SD there, but I mean, we'll see what we can do with the invincibility here.
MSB taking so much advantage of these lilies that are just sitting there waiting to be parried. Oh, and that actually kills off just the upwards rock. I thought that was going to confirm into an up air from that spot, but
it definitely was going to. But then MSB was like, nah, I don't need this. I'm good. That was a nice solid 70 pre-hit.
Yeah, full stock lead here, but like, what is that? 2 openings for Maple? Like,
well, in the previous games, yes, but like this one's been actually pretty tough for Soulrifle to actually get those finals.
Yeah, that's a good point. The stage pick definitely seems like it's giving MSB a lot more options and disadvantage. Some more platforms potentially and stuff. Yep. All right. Yeah, and that is an excellent game 5 from MSB, man. He looks like he was really behind the 8 ball after those first 2 games of the Maple, huh? Nah,
yeah,
it
really did.
Everything will be fine.
Soulrifle was like, no, I'm gonna go play Penguin, and MSB just slammed the door shut on that. So we do get the run back of winners finals. I mean, this is something that really came down to the last stock of game 5 the last time, but not surprising to see it kind of